Hello. What is up? What is up? This is getting posted on YouTube as well, so make sure you, as you're coming in, make sure you subscribe, okay? Let's keep the party going. Make sure you subscribe. Today, I'm gonna wait for more of you guys to hop on, so I am gonna repeat what I'm gonna be doing, but for those of you who are already on, I'm gonna be making some pineapple carrot juice. I have been craving this all morning. All morning. I haven't eaten yet. I was like, I'm going to do a longer fast this morning. So this is going to be the first thing I'm going to break my fast with. I may have a couple bites of pineapple. But yes, I have been waiting all morning for this. I do intermittent fasting. My intermittent fasting window is on the earlier side. So I eat from 9 to about 4:30, 5 o'clock. During this particular season, maybe as it gets warmer, maybe as the days are, the sunlight is out longer, I may move that window to being later. But yes, so this is the first thing I'm going to break it with. I'm super excited. Also, it will, like, breaking your fast with something like this, it will spike your blood sugar. But however, I did strength training this morning. I did strength training. I did HIIT cardio, and I was in the sauna for 20 minutes doing like some hot yoga moves in there. So my body's like, I need energy. So the natural sugar from this, I'm not scared of it. I'm not too worried about it, but you do want to be aware of that. Blood sugar is super important. Definitely tap into learning about blood sugar. So this will spike my blood sugar, but I am very depleted right now from energy because I was in the sauna for super long and I was doing exercises in there. Anyways, so yes, pineapple. I'm going to be cutting this up right now. I got my Lalanne juicer. You can get it on Amazon. There's other ways of doing it. I did post another way you can juice on my TikTok. If you just look at the posts for cucumber juice, you could just put some in a NutriBullet. You could just drink it straight out. You don't even have to take the pulp out if you don't want to. But if you want to, you can. I have the oven right now on preheating to 175, and then I'm actually going to put, because that's the number one thing people say, oh my gosh, you are so I'm just making juice this morning or this afternoon. Just making juice. But that's the number one comment I get is, you're taking all the nutrients, you're taking the whole point out of the juice. Okay, number one, it's fine to switch it up, okay? It's fine to switch it up sometimes. If you want to have juice with no pulp in it, it's not the end of the world. But I am definitely not going to waste the pulp. So what I did with and I'm going to post it as well. I got this recipe from this lady, or not this recipe, this method from this lady on Instagram. And I was like, I want to try that. I got to find and remember her name. Uh-oh. Got an alert, an Amber Alert. So what she did was she preheated her oven to 175 and then baked the pulp for 4 hours. So I already have that ready to go. So that's already preheating. And then you can actually, I'll show you what it comes out to. And I just got done using the rest of my, my celery, what I ended up using for my celery. So when you bake it, okay. Oh, do I have a video of it? No, it's on that phone. So when you bake it, it comes out, and you could then put it into a food processor, grind it up, and then it comes out like a powder, like not a powder, but close to a powder. And you can mix it with seasonings and put it on your salad. You can put it in your soup. You could even just like take a scoop of it and put it into your protein shake, and that will be like your fiber intake along with your protein, because sometimes it's hard to process a lot of protein at one time. So if you don't have time to eat vegetables, like you can just throw it's like a fiber hit into your protein. So I definitely am not going to get rid of the pulp. So don't worry about that. That's always people's number one issue. Like, don't get rid of the pulp. What are you doing? Okay. So I'm going to finish cutting this up actually. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions, again, also too, over on TikTok, or I'm sorry, over on YouTube, I am going to repost this over there. Okay. I can't help myself. Why is pineapple so good? Pineapple is so good. Okay. I need to hurry up and cut this because I'm going to end up eating all of it. But yeah, make sure you guys are following. Make sure you guys are liking the video. I definitely am growing my channel with the purpose of helping as many people as I can in the health, fitness, wellness, and mindfulness space. And specifically women for who are 30 and up. This information can obviously go to anyone. But just because I know that in the 30s, obviously, I'm in my 30s. It's just a very interesting transition from like your 20s and like how your body operates in your 20s versus your 30s. So I love talking about this stuff that's worked for me. Hopefully it can work for you, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this big piece over here. I think I have enough room. So yeah, that's what this is about. So if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer any of your questions. If you guys have any juice ideas, I'm happy to hear. Also, make sure you wash all of your produce. I already did, so I'm good to go on washing. It's also good too to soak it before as well. There's different methods to soak, but I did like a good washing today. So yeah, that's I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. Get this piece off. But yeah, any questions? Make sure you guys are following as you guys come in. You guys, I'm so excited. I have been craving this all day. All day. Anyone else like juice? Also, of course, you know what, just since we're on here right now, I know obviously we all know that fruits and vegetables have a lot of benefits, but let's just look it up. This is just, you know, good old Google. Okay, our bestie. Benefits of carrots. Let's see what comes up. So I'm like kind of obsessed with knowing what every single thing I put in my body does for me, because like that's how I like to eat now. It's like, ooh, I'm getting my zinc today. I'm getting my magnesium today. I don't know. I'm a geek. But so carrots, really good in fiber, really good in vitamin K1, potassium, antioxidants, beta carotene. So let's see if it goes into something. Okay, so it says rich source of dietary carotenoids. Not sure what that is. I'll look that up later. May help with weight loss goals, may reduce the risk of cancer, supports gut health. Let's see what some other ones are. It says it's filled with vitamin A, which is plentiful in carrots, and it's crucial for eye health. So if you have like issues with your eyes, you want to get in some carrots. Of course, don't overdo it, because everything in moderation. I'm interested in your excitement, because my productivity is your given lessons here. I mean, I just love juice. Okay, yeah, so that's carrots really quick. And then let's just look at pineapples. So we got some good eye health here. We got some gut health here. And then benefits of pineapples. And then so pineapples, it says loaded with nutrients, contains disease-fighting antioxidants. It says, I feel like anything you Google about fruits and vegetables are all going to say anti-cancer. Of course, it says may ease symptoms of arthritis. It says reduces inflammation. It also says, let's look at some other ones. Oh, okay. So it has a lot of thiamine in it, niacin, B6, and folate. We need our Bs. A lot of people like have a hard time getting their B complex in. It says pineapple for cleansing your body. It says pineapples contain flavonoids. It contains polyphenols, which we all need polyphenols. It also contains, it neutralizes and removes toxins from your bloodstream and your liver. So if you went out drinking last night, you need to be making this drink this morning. Or what am I saying this morning? This afternoon. Okay, my morning went by super fast. I think that's why I keep saying that. So anyway, so yeah, so that's all cut up. So let me just, do I have enough room? Yeah, I think I have enough room. So yeah. I lost one. Yeah, maybe I need to move some of this. That's why I have this plate here. So yeah, guys, this is going to be a very hydration, anti-inflammatory, gut health, eye health type of drink. Getting our vitamin B's in there, getting our polyphenols in there. Polyphenols are really good for anti-aging as well. All right, so let's just get this going here. Yep, I already washed it. Already washed it. Yeah, this is the Jack Lalanne. You can do, oh, you meant the one that I dropped. I know. So yeah, this is the Jack Lalanne you can get on Amazon, but there's other cheaper ones on Amazon, honestly. But okay, so there's two ways that I juice. I'll use my NutriBullet, and then I have a strainer bag. So if you check out my post, one of my most recent posts, about my celery juicing, you'll see I use a strainer bag. I love that method because it just goes by quicker. But when I'm going to make like a kind of like a little bit more of an elaborate drink, I'll do pineapple and carrots. And I feel like when I do, so my NutriBullet and doing the strainer bag, and this is almost the same, but I can't lie. There's just something about the juicer that hits just the next tier. Like it's just like the next tier of like pure potency, right? Like, I don't know if it's just something about the blades in here that really just get it down to like a fine tooth comb of getting the pulp out. So yeah, they're kind of expensive. I think that this one was like $300, but I've had this for years. So maybe this exact one is probably cheaper now. So it's called the Jack Lalanne, on Amazon. You can get them. You can get on Amazon. Check it out. Okay, so let's get this going. You hear the motor? The motor is like, it's top tier. So, I mean, you get what you pay for, you know, but you can definitely still use the NutriBullet. Your consistency to the gym is amazing. How do you keep the consistency at the gym? So, my biggest thing is my why. My why, literally like the WHY. My why behind why I go to the gym is way deeper than just trying to look cute or trying to be a bad bitch or trying to get snatched for the summer. I really want to be a healthy human for the rest of my life. And I'm kind of obsessed with like watching people on YouTube that are like 75 and up, 80 and up, usually centenarians I watch, but especially in the health and fitness space, and the people in their 70s and their 80s that are in crazy shape, their lives are just so filled with like goodness and like joy, and like they really get to enjoy those years. So I'm trying, and I also was a caregiver for 6 years for my grandmother, and I saw what an unhealthy diet will do to your body. I'll talk about that on another in another live, but I was a full-time caregiver for 6 years. So I had a close-up look to what it looks like when you do not really, when you're not active and you just eat whatever you want, right? So I also, I'm 37 years old, so I know I still want to have children someday. So I know that I'm going to be an older mother. So I want to be able to run around and. So I mean, it's just I can go on and on, but my why is very deep. So when your why is deeper, you kind of like it just becomes who you are. Like I am embodied, right? I'm embodied with being somebody that's fit, or at least on my way to being fit. I'm trying to like lose my last little layer here, but you know what I mean? Like it's like you are. It's almost like brushing your teeth. Like you're embodied with washing your face, brushing your teeth, taking a shower. It's the same thing. It's like it's just part of my who Sienna is. Like if you were to, I don't know, like do a bio on me, it's like that's what people would say. Because they just know how much I'm embodied with it. So I hope that answers your question. Let me know if you want to know something even more specific. And I'm happy to go deeper, dive even deeper. I'm 31 years old and wouldn't mind watching people grow every day someday. Yeah. Right? So, I mean, it's never too late to start. Find what your why is, write it down, and put it as a reminder on your phone and have it pop up every day. So that way, it's like the days that where you're like I just don't feel like working out. It's like you can look at those, you can look at that and be like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna take my life serious, right? Like, it's crazy how we always say life is too short and we don't get reminded of that until somebody close to us passes away. So I think I was always someone that worked out anyway, but when my grandmother literally died in my lap. Like, I actually watched someone, like, what it looks like for someone to pass away. She passed away a year ago. I'm very comfortable talking about it because I also have, like, a very deep spirituality path and all that, whatever. So I'm very comfortable talking about that moment because it literally shape-shifted my life. So I'm just like, wow, like, anything that you want to do in your life, dreams, goals, aspirations, like, if you still have breath in your body, that means you still are supposed to be here doing something. It doesn't mean you're supposed to just be here going to a job you may hate. Now, if you love your job, that's awesome because most people don't. But going to a job you hate, right? And binging on Netflix, watching those actors follow their dreams, being on Netflix, and just kind of like eating whatever, eating food that makes you lethargic, eating food that just like isn't giving you any vitamins and nutrients, and then you're fatigued all the time and you just like don't understand why. It's like your life is so precious. Let me say that again. Your life is precious. Okay? So you only have one life as the person you are today. So if you believe in reincarnation, I only have one life as Sienna Singh. If you don't believe in reincarnation, then you only have one life. Okay? I believe in reincarnation. That's another story. So regardless, the message is the same. So what are you going to do with it? Like, why not? Like, it all matters and none of it matters at the end of the day because we all are going to leave this planet. God's going to call us home, all home at one time. But while you're here, like, why not just go hard on yourself? Why not see like what you can do? So for me, I'm like, I want to be in my 50s and be like, I'm keeping up with everybody in their 20s. Like, I just see that for myself. So I'm making juice. Work, stress, problem kills my energy, does destroy my consistency to the gym. But of course, no excuse. Okay. So I'm not going to encourage you to quit your job, but I'm going to tell you a quick 3-minute story about me quitting my job. I was at a company. I was really high up. I made it to district manager. I was over 7 locations in the greater LA area. I was over 30 full-time people, 400 part-time people, bringing in millions of dollars. Okay. In this retail company, made it high up, hated the job. It was soul sucking. It was life sucking. If you look at me then, I quit that job 8 years ago. I look older then. I look older from 8 years ago up until now. So I had to make a real decision. I literally was like, I hate this job so much, but am I going to just keep moving through my life hating my job? So I took the leap. I mean, I was very strategic. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I actually quit right after I was offered a promotion. So I was a great boss. But I set up a plan. I was like, I'm going to save up X amount of money. I had a whole game plan on saving every penny that I had. And I was like, I'm quitting in 6 months, period. I picked a date, saved up extra money to where I'd have at least a year under my belt of money to be able to survive if I like didn't have another dollar. And that's like roof over my head, food, whatever. And I did it. And that was 8 years ago. I've been to Egypt since then. I've been to China. I've been to London. I've been to different islands. It literally just like, and of course, I'm not going to say it was like so easy, right? Because I had to like keep figuring it. I'm still figuring it out. Like I'm still like I'm on this journey of building my platforms for health, fitness, and mindfulness, and I create digital products and all that. But like, I get to do, like, I have put myself in a position where I just get to do what I want with my life, right? And that's being of service to people, helping people, motivating people, right? So if you hate your job, my job is what I learned about all things. Need to stabilize your living expenses that you can explore a job. Yeah. I mean, it's like you want to do what's smart for you. Obviously, look at your circumstance. If you have children and a wife or a husband, whatever, you know, you need to look at those things. But if you literally hate your job, think about that. If you hate your job, you do not have to do that job. You just don't. I'm just going to go ahead and flat out say it. It's figure it outable, right? It's figure it outable. So whether it's like you check in and you're like, look, I hate my job, but I'm going to spend 1 hour a day working on my business, my side business, or I'm going to spend 1 hour a day looking for other jobs in the field that I actually want to be working in. Like you owe yourself that. Like you deserve that. You don't have to work in a job till you're 65 that you hate. Now, if you don't like your job sometimes, but overall you enjoy your job, and that's something different. But I was in a job that I hated. So I was like, okay, it's either this job sucks the soul out of me and I'm pissed off and I'm cranky and I'm like agitated all the time and I'm like gaining all this weight and I'm, you know, aging and quickly and all that stuff. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So this is so good. Okay. Maybe I'll just save this one piece for me. So yeah, guys, I'm telling you as somebody that did it. So then after that, I quit my job. I was like, okay, woke up that Monday, didn't have a conference call I had to be on, and I was like, whoa, this is kind of wild. So I just gave myself a month where I just didn't do anything. I just was like, I need to let my brain calm down. If you hate your job, save money, then boom, period. That's it. It could be that simple. Like you can do a quantum leap. Like look at your scenarios, like the probabilities of whatever potential path you could take and collapse all the other ones and just go, boom, that's what I'm going to do. If you're contemplating, if you're going back and forth, don't do that to yourself. Just say, you know what? Hate my job. Don't like it. I give myself a year. I will be gone from this job in a year. I'm saving up an extra $1,500 every single month. I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to put it into an investing account. Hopefully it'll double. And I'm going to severely cut down my lifestyle. I'm not going to go to happy hour. I'm not going to be spending crazy amounts. And there was even, I had even told my family, I was like, look, I'm not going to be getting anyone gifts this year for Christmas because I'm going to be I'm making a pivot in my life. And they, you know, they were like, we don't care like about a gift really. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, cut out your, like, I didn't get my nails done. I just painted my own nails. Like I was that serious. That sounds like such a first word. Like I painted my own nails. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, I literally cut down like, I think $1,000 of like, just like random stuff, like things that women spend their money on. I just was like, nope. And I checked in and I picked that date and I quit and I never looked back. So then once I quit, I got my mind right, wanted to just think, okay, who am I? And tell us about the biggest simp you've ever had. Nah, I don't really care to talk about relationships. I love talking about health, fitness, and mindfulness. Maybe one day I'll like go in on that. But so I quit and then I started working, especially if you live in a metropolitan area, like, you know, like a LA or even like something smaller than LA, but it's still like a decent sized city. There's a lot of freelance type of jobs you can do. So that's what I did. I just did like a lot of like gig type jobs, brand ambassador type of jobs. Like I did promo modeling type of jobs. I just like did odds and ends and I just like worked on my terms. And then after that, I just like was like, you know what? My grandmother got sick, so then I became her caregiver. And she passed away. And I know she would just want me to only do what I loved for the rest of my life. So now I have the time, and I'm kind of doing the same thing. I, have saved up enough money to where like I just want to go hard, build digital products, build mini courses, build ebooks, do live trainings, and help people get healthy. So mentally and spiritually and physically. So that's what I'm doing. So, all right. This is like such a pretty color. I want to like do a swirl. It's so pretty, you guys. Of like, I want to show you. I think I can. I don't want to knock anything over. But shit. Okay. You guys see? Look how pretty that is. Oh my God, I can't wait. So, yeah, guys, that's what I did. So, so what I'm going to do with the pulp, I'm actually going to put it onto a sheet, put it on a pan, and then put it in, I already have the oven preheated to 175, and then I'm going to put it into a food processor and then use it as like just, you'll see what it, you won't, maybe I'll get on live later and show you because it's going to take 4 to 5 hours for it to do its thing. But it ends up coming out to look like a seasoning. And so you could put it on your soups, your salads, like anything like that. So thank you about work. I won't let it make my gym harder. Yeah. I mean, okay. And this is what I was also going to say too. If you can work out on your break, that's another idea. Like go out to the parking lot, find a place where no one's going to see you and get a 15-minute in. You can honestly make the time to just like wake up an hour earlier. Like you deserve it, and work out in your living room. There's so many amazing, like it's kind of crazy the amount of professional, high quality, truly like where before you'd have to really pay for that kind of like those kind of workouts. It's just free on YouTube. Like fitness, it's a channel called Fitness Blender, but really there's hundreds of them. Like if you just type in best HIIT cardio video, best HIIT cardio workout, get in a 25-minute HIIT cardio, just invest in like 2 pair of dumbbells, like maybe one that's like really heavy, like 2 50-pounders, and then maybe like a 25 set and then a 10, like 15 or 10 set. Invest in that over time and then just work out in your room. Like sometimes I think, I know that what I'm about to say because I have done this all the time. It's just making things harder than they have to be. Like for me, I was like, oh my gosh, like I just don't like doing HIIT cardio. And then I just was like, just make it easy. Sienna, just make it easy. So I put the damn Peloton in my room. So you guys have seen me on my Peloton, on some of my posts as well. Also follow me over on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. I go live over there too. And I do like more longer form content and really dish out some really, really great information that is very highly valuable for you too. You can implement in your life. But I put the damn Peloton in my room. So now I use it almost every day. And then I just started doing dance videos and HIIT cardio videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then I go to the gym. I try to be there at 6 a.m., but lately it's been like 6:30ish, but my goal is to be there at 6 a.m. and be out by 8 a.m. I like to do 2-hour workouts. Just take my time, sometimes I'll get on live and talk to you guys. But I'll do strength training at the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I just do fun HIIT cardio stuff just to move my body, right? So just make it easy. Just make it easy for yourself. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Oh, you know what? Since I'm on, let me go ahead and just show you what I'm going to do with the pulp. It's going to be kind of messy, but that's okay. So again, I found this idea on Instagram. I wish I remembered her name, so I could shout her out. But it's going to turn into kind of like a seasoning type of look. And yeah, it's like, it worked out really well. I did it with celery, and then I just like ended up scooping the celery and putting it in my protein shakes. I think I took the celery and I put it in, it's like a celery powder, and I just put it in my soup one day. I put it in one of my salads one day, and it's just kind of like an extra, you can mix it with like, and make your own seasoning. Like you can do, I don't know, like let's just say you did like sea salt. Maybe you did, you could put some cumin in there. You could do, let's see, like some thyme in there, some pepper. Oh, there's also Creole seasoning. So you could also do like a Creole, and it just blends right in, right? So you could do like, you can make your own seasoning with, once you make your, you have to preheat it to 175 and then bake it for for 4 hours on 175. And then you have to put it into a food processor. And then you have like a powder. So maybe I'll show you guys what that looks like later. So let me just show you what I'm going to do really quick. Let me make sure my area is cleaned up. Okay, so this is why I will use my my NutriBullet, because it's just, this is a part where I'm like, you know what, let me put this in the refrigerator and let it cool down just a little bit. I mean, you guys, look how, let me just show you one more time before I put it in there. Like, look how pretty that is. Carrot and pineapple. That just looks so rich. I can't wait. I can't wait. And again, this is the Jack Lalanne juicer. So. Hello, happy Friday, happy Friday. Make sure you guys are following, sharing. I'm so excited. Also, ooh, my Riot Energy. Let me just take a sip of that. I rarely drink energy drinks, but when I do, I drink Riot Energy. I found them at a vegan festival. It's plant-powered. It's all natural ingredients in it. So you can see all the ingredients on the back. It has strawberry puree. It has lime juice, green tea extract, vitamin B12, brewed tea, carbonated water, and other things. The sugar on this is only 3 grams of sugar. Usually energy drinks have 24 grams, 30 grams of sugar. So there's not a lot of sugar in here. And then it has adaptogens. It has L-theanine to enhance your alertness and focusedness. It does not give you the jitters. And I only need like a little bit. So I'm just going to have like a couple sips because I just like love the fizziness aspect. But I found them at a vegan festival like a year ago. And then I just started reposting them like, ooh, you can get these at Whole Foods or Sprouts. And so every time I got one, I would repost them. And then they reached out to me. They're like, well, since you love it, why don't you become an affiliate? So I do shout them out a lot. You do get 15% off if you use the code Sienna Singh. It's just my profile name, Sienna Singh. 15% off at checkout. And instead of just doing a Monster, which is crazy bad for you, or a Red Bull, which is crazy bad for you, try this, okay? I'm looking for an energy drink. Can you tell me which one I should be drinking? This one, Riot Energy. Plant-powered. You can get them at Sprouts, Whole Foods, or you can just, or if you don't have a Sprouts or Whole Foods, I'm not sure where everyone's from, but you can order it from Amazon, or not Amazon, order it from the website. So if you click, the link is in my bio. So if you click the link tree in my bio on my TikTok, you'll see a link straight to Riot Energy. So definitely tap in with them, check them out. And this is the strawberry lemonade. It's actually pretty good. So I usually drink an energy drink once a week, maybe 2 times. And again, it's just like a little bit. I don't need a lot. So as you can see, I have like a lot of natural energy. But I went hard on my workout. I went hard on my workout today. I did an entire like lower body today. And it was like really intense. So I needed the extra kick today. I'm not going to lie. But that's okay. You know, it was just a little bit. Okay. So this is so good. Okay. So this is what I do with the pulp. It's going to get messy, so just warning you. Which pan do I want to use? Okay, I'll use this one. So I'm going to put, yeah. So I'm going to use this wax paper. Okay, wax paper. I have several businesses that my energy level is very low. So if I buy this drink, yes, yes. I mean, you definitely. What's cool about it is that if you go to the website, you get 15% off of an entire case, and it's good to just have in your office. And you could just drink half at a time. So then you basically end up having 24 servings of it because it's that, because it's like all natural energy. So it doesn't give you, it kind of like ignites your own energy. That's like my experience with it. I feel like it gives me energy, and then like I never have a crash. So then I just feel like I have like this ignited natural energy the whole day. That's just my experience with it. If anyone else has ever had right energy, let me know what your experience has been with it. But like Red Bull, it definitely obviously works, but you just have a crazy crash. Like as high as it brings you and you're a little jittery, your heart starts beating kind of fast, it brings you that much lower. So I'd stay away from it. Like a Red Bull. I mean, that's like worst case scenario, kind of like those kind of drinks are just like, you know, you're super desperate, or like you're in the airport, but you have to like, I don't know, your flight keeps getting delayed and you're super tired and you have to like do a standby, or like just something odd or something weird. But I definitely think that if you're going to drink an energy drink, it needs to be something natural at least. Okay, so this is what's going on. So I put it in this plastic here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this right on the sheet like this. I don't know if you guys can see. So I'm just going to spread it out like this. Make sure. So I learned this the hard way. So if it's just like clumped together, it takes longer for it to cook through. So again, this is the pulp from my juice. So you can bake this, and then after I bake this, it'll be hard, and then you put it into a food processor, and then you can make it, you can put it into your shakes. So, you know, it'll be like a hit of fiber pretty much in your shakes. You could put it into your soup. You could put it on top of your salad. That's what it's going to be like. I feel Red Bull anymore. Do Monster now. Monster, don't do it. Just don't do it. At least what I'll say is do this. Try Riot Energy at least once. Try one round of Riot Energy. And then if you just don't like it, which I personally love it, but if you don't like it, then, you know, go back to doing what you're doing, but just at least try something a little bit a little bit healthier. Well, it's actually a lot healthier. I mean, you know, energy drinks at the end of the day, it does have caffeine in it. That's why I don't really drink energy drinks often at all, because I just don't really crave caffeine. But again, like this morning, I was like, okay, I really want to get it in. So hello, hi Ray, how are you? And thank you, I'm Taurus for the compliment. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. So don't worry, I'm not wasting the pulp. That's usually everybody's number one thing. You're wasting the pulp. It's the whole point. To be honest, I don't want to drink pineapple and carrot juice with this in it. I just don't. I want to drink my juice and enjoy my juice and just have it like go down my throat very, very like comfortably and just soothing and like tasty and amazing. And then I'll still get the fiber from the pulp in other ways. So that's what I'm doing. There's actually a lot. So I'm just going to end up I have so much pulp from the carrots. I'm sure there's other cool things. Like I've heard people put it in you can make it as a tea. So you can save it. I think you can, oh, you can actually do the same thing. So you can bake it, put it in a food processor, and then you can put it in a tea bag and then use it as like a carrot and pineapple tea. You could do that. Also you can, I've seen a really cool thing that someone put it in like doggy, they made doggy treats for their dog. I thought that was kind of cool. If you guys know other things that you guys can do with it. Oh, there's actually, the last time I made this, I put it into an ice tray, and I just mixed it with like a little bit of purified water and put it in an ice tray and then put it in the freezer. And then, you know, I have my little frozen blocks, and then I just put it into my shake. So I did that one time. To be honest, I felt like my NutriBullet, I don't know if it needs like a thinner blade or something, but I felt like I could still, like there was still chunks in I don't really like when there's chunks in my protein shakes. I don't know. Let me know if you feel the same way. I don't really like that. So I was like, no, let me like look up some other things that I can do. So this method I really love. I love doing this method now. So I'm just going to do that. So there's all the pulp. Okay. I'm going to put it into the oven. Again, it's at 175. And then I'm going to put it on for 4 hours. Time cook for 4 hours. And then I'll check it. I think all fruits and vegetables kind of cook at different times. So if I need to leave it longer, I will. If not, I won't. But this is my miniature food processor that I'll show you real quick. So it's going to come out and it's going to be like hard. And then I put it in here, into this little processor. So then it'll come out and it'll be the consistency of like a seasoning, and you can mix it. There was a lady that did it. She mixed it with seasonings and put it on her, like whatever. And it was bomb. So I'm assuming it was bomb. It looked like the seasoning that she made with it. I was like, that looks fire. So yeah, guys. So that's what I got. So thank you guys so much for tapping in with me. Any questions? Any questions about my juice? Oh my God, people are so weird. Thank you for catching that. It's just so weird. Like, yeah, I'm just not gonna even say anything. I just feel kind of bad for people. Like, I really think that trolls really need some serious help and inner work. Like, it's so interesting to me that people can actually like take their fingers and type weird or rude or disrespectful stuff like that. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, your life is worth more than that. Like, go become a millionaire. Like, get off my life. And don't waste your time typing weird stuff to people. Like, just go travel the world and enjoy your life. Like, it's so interesting. But anyways, any other questions? Any other questions? All right, guys, we'll definitely tap into my How to Lose Belly Fat ebook guide. If you're trying to lose 10, 15, 20 pounds, and you just like don't know where to start, tap in with that. Click the link in my bio. Also, if you're on YouTube, I'm going to be reposting this on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe over on YouTube. I also have Instagram. So click the link in my bio and you'll see like my Instagram and all my other social media platforms. And also I have my own website. So tap in with me over there. It's on, it's www.embodypursuit.com. So www.embodypursuit.com. Okay. So remember, you are limitless. You can do anything that you put your mind to. You literally are limitless, and you just have to believe it. And that's really all that I have. So I wanted to get on here and share my juice journey with you guys for the day. I'm going to enjoy it right now. And hopefully I will see you guys soon. Bye.